A second person has been charged in connection to a string of shootings that occurred in the Twin Cities last month. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 22-year-old Scottsbluff woman has been charged in connection to several Scottsbluff shootings that occurred in September. Alyssa Gomez is charged with 3 counts of aiding and abetting to felonies, as well as 1 count of carrying a concealed weapon. She's accused of providing the gun that was fired during several altercations on the night of September 9th. Last month, Vicente Gonzalez was arrested and charged for firing a gun at a vehicle in the McDonald's parking lot, as well as at a house party. Court documents also say that Gonzalez pulled the gun from Gomez's waistband after he punched one of the victims in the face. Gomez is being held on a $100,000 bond, and she was scheduled to make her first appearance on the charges today in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, boardings at western Nebraska continue to climb to new heights, as it was announced at last week's monthly board meeting that the airport will soon hit that pivotal 10,000 boarding mark.
So far, at the end of September, United SkyWest alone had 8835. And so far this month, and now this does include non-revs, but we are at 788 by the end of today.
That 10,000 boarding mark will allow Western Nebraska Regional Airport to be eligible for $1 million in funding from the Federal Aviation Administration for capital improvement projects. The Scottsbluff Airport has struggled to hit that mark in recent years due to inconsistent service provided by Penn Air and Great Lakes Aviation. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your full week weather forecast. He'll be back with that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Things are getting wild over at Paul Reed Construction and Supply. Now through October 15th, take 10% off all Wild Gear and Grizzly products. Come visit us today at our showroom on 10th Street in Gering.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Partly cloudy skies coming your way this evening. Let's take a look at our planner. We're going to be in the mid-50s by 7 o'clock, down into the 40s by 10, and close to 40 degrees by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Take a look at our headlines. Nice weather is really going to continue. That's, in a nutshell, if we only had to give you one headline, that's what you need to know. Nice weather is going to continue. Get into a little more in the details. There'll be some more clouds, and I think some breezes tomorrow. Maybe a late night shower, but otherwise temps are going to stay near to above normal. How about yesterday? 78 degrees. Missed that record by 6. Remember, it was just a week ago. We had a half a foot of snow on the ground and morning temperatures in the single digits. So, my goodness, what a difference a week can make. Yesterday, nothing in the rain gauge. Still about 15 hundredths or so short for the month. About 3 1/3 inches above normal for the year. Bus stop forecast tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, I think we'll call it. Turning mostly sunny, comfortably cool, about 39 out there. And if you're heading to the Husker game on Saturday, we're going to be dealing with mainly sunny skies and high temperatures out there in the upper 50s. Right now, we're in the 60s across the Cornhusker State, right here in the area. Primarily 60s, a couple of 50s, Harrison over to Lusk. Everybody else primarily, though, in those low to mid 60s out there. Futurecast tonight, bringing in a few clouds across the area. Wants to mix in an isolated shower or two. I think chances of that are pretty slim as we go through the overnight hours. Lows tonight are going to fall into the 30s. Not much happening out there. Calm conditions, very nice weather tonight. For tomorrow, we're going to see the mix of clouds and sun to start the day. Winds are going to increase. Notice by tomorrow afternoon, they really get cranking out of the south and east. We're going to be dealing with some southeasterly winds, maybe 15 to 25 miles an hour. Off and on clouds and times of sun primarily. By later on in the night, we're going to be dealing with some cloudy skies and I think maybe a few showers as we get towards sunrise on Wednesday morning. High temperatures tomorrow, primarily around 60, give or take 1 or 2 degrees either side of it. Tonight then, we're going to be dealing with increasing clouds, 37 for a low. We'll start cloudy, turn clear, and then mostly cloudy again. Breezy at times tomorrow, 62. Those winds probably 15 to 25 miles an hour. Outside of that, some morning showers are possible on Wednesday. Otherwise, we stay in the 60s through the start of the weekend. Maybe a touch cooler for Sunday down into the 50s. Back into the 60s on Monday, though, of next week. Very nice conditions continue as we approach the end of October and the 1st of November.
How did Arby's finally make the turkey sandwich exciting? We deep fried it. Just the turkey part, not the whole sandwich. For now.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Why should you come out to Double L Country Store in Banner County? Because we serve locally raised beef, chicken, and bison, and our hamburger buns, cabbage burgers, and pies are homemade every day. Breakfast is served daily from 8 to 11, with all-you-can-eat pancakes on Saturday. Or join us Friday nights for Burger Fest. Choose from 6 specialty burgers or build your own. And for dessert, make sure you save room for one of our homemade milkshakes. We are worth the drive here at Double L Country Store on Highway 71, just 10 minutes south of the Wildcats.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
The leaves are turning and the temperatures are cooling, so it's time to come harvest the deals at the Viera Wireless Fall Savings Sale. Right now, get your family high-speed, truly unlimited mobile data for just $35 per line with 4 lines. Prices have never been lower for unlimited data. Plus, trade in your current phone and get up to $500 off the latest iPhone and Samsung models. Those are incredible savings on the most popular and advanced smartphones. Don't miss out on our Fall Savings Sale. Hurry into Viera today.
Welcome back. Some Morrill County residents have already turned in their ballots for the November 6th general election. Last week, County Clerk Kathy Brandt mailed ballots to voters in all 9 election precincts for the first time. Now, in years past, they've sent out mail-in ballots for 4 of the 9 precincts, but Brandt says they've added the 5 precincts that include all of Bayard and Bridgeport as well. In addition to Morrill County, Dawes County and Garden County have also been certified for all mail-in ballots. Well, the United Way of Western Nebraska received a sizable donation from Main Street Market last week. The $570 was the proceeds from their Oktoberfest celebration that featured German food, German wine, and German beer. Panhandle Co-op is a United Way pacesetter business that partners to help raise money throughout the entire year. And no major jackpot winners from Powerball and Mega Millions, but one local winner had a nice payday after winning the Nebraska Lottery's 2x2 game. A $22,000 ticket was sold at Valley Gas and Liquor in Gering, and that winning ticket matched the 2 red balls, which were 18 and 24, and the 2 white balls of 2 and 21. Well, coming up after the break, the Scottsbluff Bearcats faced their biggest challenge of the season at home as they hosted the McCook Bison. Chris Cottrell has all the highlights and a recap of that game right after this.
Across the state, every eye and ear is focused on one stadium where the sea of red is man-made. A place where every Saturday is a stage for our team, for our resolve, and for our values.
It's toughness, it's dedication, it's work ethic. That's what Nebraska is.
This is Husker Nation.
calls it a hobby doesn't understand. We know that a person's passion is what drives them. And that's why every memorial we create is a true reflection of the individual. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other. Find out how at dignitynebraska.com.
Now, sports from the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
Well, Friday night lived up to the hype at Bearcats Stadium, and for the Scottsbluff Bearcats, it lived up to the hype and then some as they earned a district championship with a convincing 23-13 win over previously undefeated McCook. We had the game for you right here on KNEB.TV. Let's get to the highlights from one of the biggest games in Class B all season long. Scottsbluff forced a McCook punt on the first drive of the game, and then they went to work offensively for the first time. You see plenty of Chris Busby from the jump. McCook got tired of seeing Busby in this one. He'd carry the football 31 times. Eventually, the drive stalls out as McCook linebacker Gabe Sainert drops into coverage and intercepts Sebastian Harsh's pass to keep things scoreless early on. Scottsbluff would get the football back. Still first quarter. Here's some hard running on 3rd and long for the Bearcats from Jacob Krull. The extra effort then forces DJ Gross into a face mask penalty. It was Busby's night to shine, and here he rips through the Bison defense for a 52-yard touchdown run as Scottsbluff goes in front 7-0. McCook came in giving up just 63 yards per game rushing. Busby would blow by that number and then some. After the Cats score first, it's the Bison answering right back. Long touchdown run from senior Gabe Sainert, and we're tied up 7-7. McCook would get a stop and then take to the air on the first play of their next drive. Cameron Berry looks deep down the middle on the slant ball here. He connects with his big play target, Morgan Favre, for the 36-yard gainer. Then the next play, McCook makes it a 2-play scoring drive. Paxton Terry rumbles in from 12 yards out. A miss on the PAT, a rare McCook PAT miss, and it was 13-7 Bison with the lead. So midway point of the second quarter, and the Bearcats are needing a little bit of a drive. Nifty footwork from the big quarterback Harsh. That moves the chains for a conversion. Then more tough running from Busby, hand in the dirt to keep his balance, and he picks up another first down. Now to the passing game. It's Harsh dropping back. He finds senior tight end Jeremiah Delzer for the first down throw to keep him honest defensively. Look at this quick foot in the ground, cutback run from Busby, and then he breaks away from trouble, and 30 yards later, it's his second touchdown of the night. The PAT was blocked, and Scottsbluff and McCook are knotted up at 13 apiece. Key spot in this football game. Late in the half, McCook calls timeout to preserve some time for an offensive drive. They won't see the football, though, as the Cats come up with a key recovery after the ball bounced into a would-be McCook blocker. Chris Busby had himself a night. Here's more proof. Sprinting, spinning, and then hard charging his way to another first down for Scottsbluff. Look at this in-play communication as Harsh waves Josiah Diolas down the field with the backer in limbo. Big dump off for a first down as Diolas holds on after the big shot near the sideline. The Cats had no timeouts left, so they take some shots to the end zone. An incompletion to Keegan Reifschneider, followed by another to Delzer, and then a big pass interference call on this jump ball to Connor McCracken in the end zone. On third down, they fake the field goal. Pass incomplete, just one tick left on the halftime clock, and Caleb Walker drills a 21-yard field goal at the horn, and Scottsbluff leads at halftime 16-13. Second half, and here's the Bearcat defense taking charges. Harsh from his outside backer spot drills Barry on the option, forces the fumble, falls on it. Cats in position to make the Bison pay. McCook just could not tackle Chris Busby. Here's his third and final touchdown run of the night from 30 yards out. 3 TDs, all 30 yards or more. He finished with 213 yards on those 31 big carries, and he was the man in a game full of men. So they got the 2-score lead, and then the defense takes over. A big 4-down stop inside the red zone late in the third quarter. Now around the midway point of the fourth, and heat coming from Garrett Nelson and Luke Rohr. It's Rohr with the sack, and then Nelson comes up with a tackle on a short gainer. Harsh takes another turn with a big play. The sack on Barry, and eventually just a 4th down heave that falls empty to the Bearcat Stadium turf. The Scottsbluff defense pitched a second half shutout. Scottsbluff gets the win 23-13, a district title and a 2 seed, the very key 2 seed for the Class B playoffs. Offensive coordinator Judd Hall joined us on the postgame show here on KNEB.TV to talk about the huge night from his star, senior running back Chris Busby.
Chris had a great game tonight, and he was kept coming off and saying, "Hey, keep giving me the ball. I feel good. And when when your players are confident and they're saying that the guys in front of them are doing their job, it makes it pretty easy to give the guy the ball. He's wanting it. He's telling me that the guys up front are blocking for him, so I'll give him the ball. I have no problem doing that when guys are playing that confident and want the ball in their hands in this type of situation."
Scottsbluff earned the number 2 seed for the Class B bracket. They'll be at home to play 15 seed Ralston this Friday night. We'll, of course, have coverage for you here on the TV side, 101.7 The Trail for radio, and that radio call on KNEB.com as well. Alliance also in the Class B field. They'll travel to York for round 1. Also coming up on Friday, we'll have the Minutair Indians hosting Walt Hill in round 1 of the 6-man playoffs. That one can be heard on 960 100.3 and KNEB.com starting at 1:15. Kickoff at 1:30. And we're going to have some prep volleyball coverage for you this week as well. Gearing's on the road tomorrow night, and then Scottsbluff at home on Thursday. That's the latest today from right here at the Western Hearing Clinic Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's coming back with a look at the community calendar when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
Winter weather brings winter clothing to compliments for you and your home. Start with women's fashion from FDJ, Renoir, Montana Company, and many more. We have beautiful and original ladies' fashions that appeal to women of all ages and sizes. Also, remember to complement your outfit with a bag from Melly Bianco. Finally, get your home ready for the holiday season with decor that brings joy to your life. Compliments for you and your home. Open Thursday evenings and Sunday afternoons now through Christmas.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been. 'Cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another town like this around. We've got it all right here in our own backyard. We love this town. We love this town. We love this town.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, another win for the Western Nebraska Pioneers as their Oregon Trail Park Stadium received the Outstanding Tourism Attraction Award last week at the Nebraska Tourism Conference. The Pioneers' home stadium drew an average crowd of 936 people each home game at their new venue, with roughly 30% of those ticket buyers coming from outside the Scottsbluff-Gehring area. Carla Needen-Streaks, the executive director of the Gehring Convention and Visitors Bureau, says the new stadium created a huge economic boon for the community.
So the economic impact of the stadium and the ball team really was realized community-wide. I mean, the people that came to the game, certainly, some of them had lodging, they all ate, they all did some shopping, they all had some time to visit our other attractions. So overall, it was a tremendous economic impact and a tremendous first year at a brand new ballpark that's going to really set our community apart.
She added that it was a leap of faith to build the stadium and move forward with a team in the Expedition League, but it was a very successful first year, and she expects that to continue in the future. The Pioneers not only won the Expedition League championship, but led the league in attendance as well. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.